All right, there we go. All right, so what I kind of wanted just to go over a little bit is kind of the bigger picture of Beachbody, why you're here, what your purpose is in Beachbody, in your life. What if you focus on this thing, your Beachbody business will really explode. And I promise you, it's not because of T25. It's not because of Shakeology. It's not because of P90X. It's not even because you had a great transformation. The purpose of your Beachbody business is to serve other people, is to help other people. If you focus on that and you just help as many people as you can, talk to as many people, put this business opportunity in front of as many people, and always keep people first, your business will explode. It'll grow. It's the whole base of this foundation, and it's the base of why we're here as people. Like, we're here to help other people. So in growing your Beachbody business, I know there's things like, I just talked about it, Emerald and Rank Advancement and Success Club and all of these things that it's so great to hit. But I promise you, if you keep people first and the business and the product second, you'll hit all of those milestones without having to stress out about, okay, I need one more coach to go Emerald, or I need one more challenge pack, and don't look at people as a Success Club point or as a challenge pack sale or as a commission that you're going to make off of them. Think about this business, and when you're talking to people, as this is the thing that can change their life. This is the thing that came into my life, and if I never shared it, none of you people would be here. So just think of it like that. Like, I got into this business because I believed in my coach, and you guys got into this business because you believed in somebody else. Nobody jumps into this business not knowing what it is, just goes on the website and signs up. Everybody goes into this business because they know somebody, or they connected with somebody, or they saw somebody with the lifestyle they want to live, and now they want that same thing for themselves. So when you're talking to people and I tell you, reach out to 5 new people a day, or invite somebody to a challenge group, or talk to this business about somebody, just keep the people first. And, the Rank Advancements and Emerald and Diamond and Success Club, all of that stuff follows. It's the more people you help, the bigger your paycheck is going to be. So if you just focus on the people, the paychecks will come. And that's another thing I want to talk about, is building your team. Like, I feel like if I would have kept this business to myself and I would have done it and figured it out and not shared it with anybody, then nobody else would, be successful in it. And honestly, at this point in my business, I can't be more successful on my own. Once you hit a diamond coach, you can't do anything else on your own. You can get to diamond, you could sign up, your spouse and your mom and get them to Emerald and sign up 8 coaches. And then that's it. You cannot do anything else without helping somebody else. So once you get to diamond and you want to go 1 star, 2 star, 5 star, 15, if you want to make $5,000 a week, if you want to make $1,000 a week, you can't get there on your own. You can't get there by selling retail. You could sell retail till you're blue in the face. You could sell 20,000 challenge packs a week. The maximum you're going to make is $500. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to make $500 a week for the rest of my life. I want it to grow. But I figured out that in me growing is by helping Trisha get to diamond and helping her develop and be a leader and help her, on her personal development and what she needs to grow in and what she needs to work in. But so I had to help her for me to be successful. So my success is tied into all of your successes. So that's why I really love this business. It's not a multi-level marketing where you sign up 50 people and you make a paycheck. I can sign up 50 coaches with a challenge pack and make that 25% commission. And if they don't do nothing, I don't make nothing. So my success is your success. So that's why we invest the time and do these team calls, and I do one-on-one calls, and I do calls with my diamonds, and I do calls with other people's diamonds, and I have other teams in our team page, because the more I keep people first and the more I keep giving and giving and giving, it comes back in return tenfold. Like, we make an income I never imagined I would make. And when it was 2 years ago, last month, that I flew down to Florida and met Lindsay and went to, she was hosting an event with Carl Deichler. And I just knew I had to be there. Like, I just felt this connection. I flew Lena down. I flew my coach Dana down, and Danny, not Dana. And I just felt like I had to be there and they had to be there too. So when I met her, 2 years ago, she was in the position that I am in now. She was 5-star diamond and she was making $3,000 a week. And to me, I was meeting her, I'm like, oh my God, how do you make $3,000 a week? Like, that seems like impossible. Like, how could anybody be making that money working from home and being home with their family? Like, that was so crazy to me. So now to see it 2 years later, and that's where my family is, I'm just like, oh my God, like, I can give this gift to so many other people if I just keep putting people first and working with my leaders and working with you guys and helping them with the Dime World and helping, you know, your personal development and where you need to grow and what you need to focus on and how you're doing it wrong. So like, we did a lot of things wrong. We did placement wrong. We did personal development wrong. I pushed people for goals that were mine and not theirs. I set income goals that were pretty impossible to where my business was and how many people I was helping. Like, we did a lot of things wrong. So now it's my job to, you know, look at all my mistakes and then teach you guys how to not do it. So what took me 2.5 years, I want you to take half the time. It should take you 1 year to get to where it took me 2 years, because I made all the mistakes and I'm going to teach you what not to do. So if you just keep in your mind and keep in your heart, it's like, I'm here to serve you no matter what you buy. If somebody comes to you and you've talked to them for 3 months and they never buy and they never buy and they never buy, but you keep helping them, it's going to come back to you. They're going to come back to you 6 months later or a year later, say, okay, my hand's up. I'm ready. I can't do this on my own. I need your help. And because you took the time to invest in me, I'm going to invest in you. Now, Melanie Mitro, who's number 1 in the whole company, never bought something from her coach, Nikki. Scotty Hobbs, who I think is number 4 or 5 in the company, never bought something off of Lindsay Matway. Lindsay Matway signed up, never bought something from her top coach, from her coaches she signed up. She went on YouTube. She had a P90X transformation, put it on YouTube to hold herself accountable, and people kept messaging her saying, oh my God, you got such great results. How can you help me? And she was a bartender and would come home at 4 a.m. and get back to these messages. And finally, it was her fiance, who's now her husband, said, why don't you call Beachbody and see if they have some kind of referral program? Maybe you can make, $10 off of every P90X you sell. She called Beachbody. They signed her up as coach, got placed on an inside leg where she had nobody put anybody under her. The coach above her isn't active. The coach above her, he was like a founding coach and very like network marketing and never really helped her because she was just a coach lead that she got from her coach being an Emerald coach. So if you keep that mindset and keep the mentality of people first, I promise you it's going to pay off in the long run. This business can give you everything you've ever wanted without really having to do, not do a lot of work. Because it is a lot of work in the beginning. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of time away from your family. You give up TV time. You give up, parties on the weekends, whatever it is. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's all, unicorns and rainbows, because it's not. It's a lot of sacrifice in the beginning. But if you have that passion and you have that drive for, I want to retire my husband, or I want to be retired, or I want to have a baby and not have to go back to work, or whatever your goal is, or I want to pay for my kids' college because I never got to go to college, or whatever it is, if you sacrifice a year of your time, you can have that freedom for the rest of your life. So it's just keep putting that people first and keep helping no matter what. And, the moments when you get frustrated and, you've talked to somebody and, you told them everything and you helped them and they're okay, they're ready to buy, you don't hear from them for 2 weeks. Like, we all get it. Like, it's very frustrating. Like, I totally understand, but you can't lose focus on where you're going because one person flaked out on you. You have to keep going no matter what. And everything is going to happen because of who you are. So it's not because of what products you sell. So if we didn't sell Beachbody products and we sold chocolate or anything else, any other Avon or, those 31 bags, whatever it is, people buy stuff because of you, not because of what you sell. So you have to keep, you have to say to yourself, like, why is somebody going to buy from me and not buy from Lena? Or why is somebody going to buy from me and not buy from Lindsay, or whatever it is? And it's always because of who you are. It's not because of what you sell. It's always because of who you are. So always share that and share your life and share your kids' life and share your family life. And, share your mistakes and, oh, I haven't worked out in 3 days and I feel like crap and it was Easter and, I ate crazy and I had, 5,000 peat marshmallows, whatever it is. You share that because that makes you real. I don't want to go to your Facebook page and I don't want to see it to be a Beachbody ad. I don't want to see T25's on sale, T25's on sale, Brazil butt lifts on sale, Turbo. Nobody wants to be sold on anything. Nobody wants to go buy a car from a sales lot. Like, nobody wants to be sold. But if you shared your journey and you showed your before and afters and you showed how, it was Friday night pizza night and I'm eating with my family and I don't care because it's a healthy lifestyle. It's not this crazy crash diet. I'm going to relate to you. I'm going to see, okay, she's just like me. Okay, she lost 20 pounds and, it was Easter weekend and she gained 5 back. Like, that makes you real and that makes you who you are. And that's what is going to connect people to you. So if you don't share that part of your life, if you're just a running Beachbody ad, it makes no difference if somebody goes and orders from you or goes to beachbody.com and orders, because you're just being an ad. You're not being yourself. You're not being different. You have to stay who you are. And don't try to be somebody else. Like, don't go and copy and post Lindsay Matway's post and copy and paste it and put it on your page, because that's not you. It's not who you are. Even if if you thought it was a great idea or whatever, you can share it, but put your own message into it. Put your own viewpoint on it. Put your own opinion, whatever it is. Make that connection for people to you, because this is your business. Like, you're CEO, you're an independent Beachbody owner. You're going to write your own taxes at the end of the year. Like, you have to be you. You can't do what I do. I mean, you can be inspired by what I do. You can, have the same great idea. Like, but don't copy anybody else, because that's going to make you no different than them. And honestly, if you copy and paste something else, and I've seen it before, I'm going to go back to the original person and saw they posted that yesterday and you posted it today trying to be your own. Like, don't do that. Stick with who you are. Like, you're here for a reason. Like, you have purpose in life. Like, people are going to relate to you for you. And honestly, whatever your struggle is, that's what people are going to relate to you. So if you lost 50 pounds, or you had babies back to back, or you have an eating disorder, or you were severely obese, if you run marathons, whatever your thing is that makes you you, that's who's going to connect to you. So that's who you want to think about when you're posting. You want to post about your niche market. Okay, so my niche market is overweight moms, right? So every single time I make a post about Beachbody or not, it's with that person in my mind. It's with the person where I was 2 years ago when I started Beachbody. I was overweight and unhappy. I couldn't fit into my own clothes. I had no time to work out. I had a baby, didn't know how to have a baby, have a job, exercise, eat healthy, make time for myself. All of those feelings and emotions that I felt in the beginning, that's who I talk to when I post. It's very specific. So whatever it is that you are, that's what you want to post about. You don't want to post about everything. You want to narrow it down and post to what it is that you go through, and you want to attract people who are like you. So if you do triathlons, or you run, or, you work out with your spouse, whatever it is, whatever you put out, that's what you're going to attract. So focus more on your niche market than trying to bring in everybody. And honestly, like, the programs that I sell, or the challenge packs that I sell, are the ones that I've done, because I can speak about it from my own point of view. So, like, I don't think I've ever sold an Insanity. Well, first of all, because I hate Insanity. And second of all, it wasn't for me. Like, cardio wasn't for me. The boot camp style, like, even I tried to do T25. I made it to, like, I think week 3. I think I did it 3 times to week 3. And I was like, I hate this. I can't do it. But like, throwing Turbo Fire or throwing Combat or throwing 21 Day Fix, and I can do the whole thing, no problem. So those are the things that I sell, because those are the things that have worked for me. And the people who are contacting me are people like me. They're not people that do Insanity. They're not people that have 10 pounds to lose. And I'm okay with that. Because in the beginning, I did that. Like, Lindsay Matway, Nikki Minton, Katie, Scotty, I copy and pasted all their posts and I'm like, oh my God, that's such a great post. That's such a great transformation. Let me post it. I was even posting about Body Beast. And I'm like, who am I to post about Body Beast? Like, that's not who I am. That person's never going to relate to me. And if somebody asks me a question about Body Beast, I have no idea. I usually ask somebody who's done it. So be okay with being who you are. Be okay with talking about the things that you've done. Don't try to be everybody else. Just be you, and don't be afraid. That's all this whole entire business is. Focus on you. Focus on how you're different than other Beachbody coaches. And that was assignment we did in one of the groups. Make a list of how Beachbody coaches, right? How you're the same and how you're different. So how you're the same would be, we all sell challenge packs. We all do challenge groups. We all drink Shakeology. We all work out. We all do these things, right, that every other Beachbody coach does. But what makes me different is I had 2 kids. I had 2 C-sections. I still breastfeed my 1-year-old. I am married. I was overweight. I lost weight and gained it back. All those things that make me different than anybody else on our team, that's what I post about. I don't post about, okay, I have this great challenge group coming up. It's going to help you lose 25 pounds and take 25% sale. It's great price. It's only 25 minutes. I don't post that because that's about Beachbody. That's not about me. I post about me and how I feel and how I think and how I felt where I was, because that's what's going to relate to you. People who are going to relate to you are where you started and they want to be where you are now. So you have to post and make that emotional connection for them to be like, oh my God, that was her. She did this and then she gained the weight back and then she lost it again. Like, that's me. I've been, yo-yo dieting for the last 10 years and I've never been under a size 20 or whatever it is. It doesn't matter the thing. It just matters that you. So focus on you, focus on serving others, focusing on people first, products second. Help everybody you can. Talk to as many people as you can. Don't be afraid to keep expanding your network. Because what happens is you run out of people to talk to, right? So you talk to everybody you know, you break up the memory jogger in the back office and you go through and you message everybody you know. And then what happens? You're like, well, how am I going to keep growing this business? How am I going to reach more people? That's when you have to keep expanding your network. That's when you have to go on Facebook or go on Instagram or go on Pinterest or go on some kind of social media if you're not out in the community. So like my kids are little, so they don't go to school yet. They're not involved in sport. I don't have that mom connection that other moms have. So if you don't have that, you have to focus on social media. It's the easiest way to connect to a lot of people in a short amount of time. So that's when you have to break off and you have to go on Instagram and you have to go on Twitter and you have to go on Pinterest and you have to go on Facebook and you have to do a like book page. I don't want you to do everything, but I want you to do 2 things. And I want you to learn everything you can about like pages or learn everything you can about Instagram and how to post and what kind of posts get the most likes and how to word your posts to people are going to like it and people are going to tag other people on your post and go and Google stuff. There is trainings on everything. There's trainings on how to grow your network marketing on Pinterest, how to grow it on Instagram, how to grow it through a like page. Do your own research. This is your business. I'm not going to do the research for you. I will help you and I will give you guidance, but I'm not going to do your research for you. I can't run your business. This is your business. I had to take out and, do all this stuff. And when I started, I did the Coach Training Academy in 3 days. And it was a lot longer than it is now. But I stayed up every single night and watched them and watched all the videos. And I went on YouTube and I watched, Christine Dwyer's every single YouTube video. And I watched Scotty Hobbs and I watched all these people and I learned all this information because it was my business and I wanted to be successful. I knew that I didn't want to be a hairdresser forever. I knew that I wanted to be home with my kids. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I knew that I didn't want to work for anybody else. That's why I owned my own hair salon. I was the owner and I sold it and to do Beachbody full time because it wasn't where my heart is after I had kids. My life had changed and I had to kind of go with the change. So you have to be not scared to take the leap and go and grow. And that's another thing too, like personal development. Like you have to do personal development. If you don't do personal development, your business is not going to grow. It's honestly, it's really that simple. If you don't do personal development every single day, 10 minutes a day, you can sacrifice 10 minutes of sleep to wake up and read 10 pages of personal development every single day. I don't want to hear no excuses. You can do it before you go to sleep. You can do it when you wake up. You can sacrifice 10 minutes of sleep to grow personally because the person I was 2 years ago is not the person I am now. And my success would have never come to me if I didn't evolve out of that person. So you have to keep growing. You have to keep putting in the work yourself. You have to keep the consistency of it because that thing is really something that is easy not to do. It's easy to put it off. It's easy to pop in a movie. It's easy to put Netflix on and watch something, but that's not helping your business. Like always kind of check yourself. Like, am I doing this to grow my business right now? Like You don't have to watch Grey's Anatomy. You don't have to, like, all of that stuff is not growing your business. If you want to grow your business, if you want big dreams, if you want to pay off your credit card debt in a year, if you want to pay off your student loans, if you have those big dreams, you have to sacrifice. So you have to see where in your time that you can sacrifice. TV, number one sacrifice. Get rid of it. You don't need it. You don't need to watch TV. You're building a business. The hour that you invest into Grey's Anatomy could be an hour that you invest in yourself, that you go on YouTube and watch some things. You go into the back office, click on the success tab. There's a whole success tab full of personal development. That's going to help you grow. That's going to help you grow your business. So you have to check yourself on, am I doing this for me? Because I'm, want to be lazy and I want to just watch Grey's Anatomy and kind of drift away mindless. Like, I get it. Everybody needs a break and everybody needs to, I get it. I watch Grey's Anatomy too. Like, I get it. But you have to be willing to sacrifice somewhere in the beginning. In the end, you can watch Grey's Anatomy. In the beginning, you can't watch Grey's Anatomy. So you have to pick and choose. And your workouts, you have to work out every single day. You can take off, you have to follow a program. If you've never completed a Beachbody program and you have a before and after of a full program, that's your first step. You have to commit to a full program and you have to do one program at a time and you have to have a before and after. Because people are going to come to you and say, oh my God, what great results, what program you did. You can't be, well, I did Brazil butt lift and I did a little T25 and I did a little body. They're not going to be able to duplicate what you do. You have to have a before and after of one program. Then after you have a before and after, then you can pick and choose and do what you want. But you need to sacrifice that time to grow your business and have a before and after of one program. I feel like I'm rambling. I actually had things to talk about. All right, let me talk a little bit about, I talked a little bit about growing your business, growing your team. So when you sign up a customer, when you sell a challenge pack to a customer, you're going to make a 25% commission. When you sign up a coach with a challenge pack, you're going to make the same 25% commission. The difference is if you sign up a coach, you're going to lose the 25% commission on their monthly Shakeology. So you're going to lose that $32.49, I think it is, monthly on their Shakeology, but you're growing your team. And once you become Emerald, you're going to start making team bonus cycles. So for every volume, for every 200 one leg hits and 100 the other leg hits, at Emerald, you're making $14. So at first, I know it seems like, oh, it's $14 and I'm sacrificing $32. But that $14 adds up very quickly. That $14 is 95% of my paycheck. There's weeks where I made zero in commission or had negative and still had a huge paycheck because of my team, because I always built a team. That was the one thing that I always focused on. I went to Diamond in, I think, 90 days or right around 90 days. And, I had a goal and I set it, and I knew the business side of it because I had owned a business before. So I knew that it wasn't only going to be about me. So that was the one thing I think the second week as a coach, I earned a team bonus cycle. You need to be earning team bonus cycles because that's where all of your paycheck is going to come from. That's going to be your residual income. That's going to be when you go on a Beachbody cruise and come home to a $2,500 a week paycheck and you even have Wi-Fi all week. Like, that's where your business comes from. So yes, I want you to sell challenge packs to customers. Yes, I want you to get customers acclimated with Beachbody workouts, and I want them to go through a challenge group. But in the back of your mind, I want you to grow a team, and I don't want you to be scared to grow a team. And in the beginning, we had no idea. Me and Lena went at this. We had no idea what to do. We never had a team call. We learned everything on our own. We never had any of this. So we just kind of figured it out. But we knew that we had to build a team. So I built a team. She built a team. I built a team under Jose. Like, you just have to focus on building a team. What else do I want to go over? So volume. I went over placement. Anybody have any questions or anything? The 21-day fix is coming off of back order on the 29th. So there will be no more pre-order. It will be back on the mobile app, which I'm so excited for because that was like a big nightmare. Summit, if you are a new coach, I highly, highly, highly recommend getting to Summit. It is a big expense. It's worth every penny. You don't sleep. It is 3 days of Beachbody with 7,000 coaches, and you go to trainings and you go to meetings and you learn and you get to hear from Carl Deichler speak and all the $1 million earners, and you get to hear everybody speak. Hold on. I'm getting feedback. Okay, there we go. So Summit is Las Vegas. It is June 19th to the 22nd. It's Thursday to Thursday to Sunday. You get there Thursday and you can go home on Sunday. Me and Lena went our first year. We signed up in January and we booked it 2 weeks later, and we just knew we had to be there. So if you have the time or can make the commitment, I highly, highly, highly recommend going. Get in a room with, 10 people if you have to, and just get there and be around and soak up the environment and learn from everybody. And, there's coach-led trainings, which Miguel, Scotty, Shay, Melanie, Lindsay, they're all doing their own coach trainings. So you go and sit in a big ballroom and just, they do their whole presentation and you get to learn from everybody, all the top coaches in Beachbody. You get to do all the workouts with all the celebrity trainers. They all come. And then we do a big super workout, which we do it on the biggest strip. So you get up at 6 a.m. on Saturday and we all go outside and every trainer comes and does maybe a 5-minute thing, 5-minute segment. And we all, 7,000 of us, do a workout together. So it's really inspiring. It's more, it kind of lights that fire again. So if you can go in, buy your tickets, get a flight, get a room. If you guys want a room together, I know there's a few girls that are looking to get rooms. The MGM Grand is sold out, but I would go to New York. New York is right across the street. So it's definitely an investment, but you get to write it off on your taxes at the end of the year. So your flight that you invest, $500 in is going to be a $500 write-off at the end of the year. So definitely get to Summit if you can. If you are in Jersey, we are actually going to do a big Super Saturday right after Summit. So it'll be that Saturday, June 28th. I am still looking for a hotel. I'm waiting to hear back from one more. So we're going to do a big presentation. We're going to do a big workout. We'll probably do Plyo workout, or there's another new workout coming out in Summit. So we might do that one depending on which one. I don't know if I guess they'll both be available. But yeah, so we'll definitely do a big workout. We're probably going to be I would say between 150, 200 people to this event. So if you're in Jersey, request that day off. The morning, it'll probably be 9 to 12 or 9 to 1. Put it on your calendar. Definitely get there. If you're not in Jersey, there will be a list in the back office that they have one all over the country. And this one, January and June are really good because January is the beginning of the year. Everybody's pumped and ready. And June is right after Summit. So everybody who goes to Summit comes back with that fire and excitement, and they're ready to share it with everybody else. So June 28th, mark on your calendars. Definitely get to the next Super Saturday. Whew. Let me take a drink. Does anybody have any questions? Anything you want to talk about? Where's my girl Trish? She's still here? What about you, Trish? Anything? I know my girl Trish could always talk.
That was a good call.
Good, right?
That was very good. Great.
Awesome. Anything you want to add or anything?
No, that was good.
We'll talk about the cruise. Talk about the cruise and why you're going to Summit. And
the cruise was a wonderful experience for me. It was a confirmation of everything that happened this year to us. It was a year to the date that my husband got laid off, and I decided it was literally
I didn't know that.
Crazy. So my husband got laid off from work last year, and we were already hooked on the programs, and Ashley I had known through the grapevine, but I decided to take the plunge with coaching. And so a year later, literally, that my husband got laid off, we had earned this free cruise. And so it was just a confirmation of doing the right thing. And when I got on this cruise, and everybody jokes, but I call them Beachbody royalty. I can't help it. When you see all these coaches that you follow through the year, and you're like, you think they're not really real, and they're not on my page, but they really are. They're just us at a bigger level, I guess. And so the cruise was eye-opening for me and my husband, and seeing like-minded people doing everything we want to do, and seeing so many people have success in this simple thing. And the big picture showed me. I said it at Super Saturday. It's just, yes, the big picture. Ultimately, the reason I did this was for the paycheck. I've never hid that. When my husband got laid off, I needed an income. I did not want to go back to work. So this was a source of an income. Little did I know it was so much more for me. This year has been amazing and completely rewarding.
It's almost your 1 year anniversary. I think the 29th, right?
Yes. And it was like weird. Shouldn't I? I mean, Ashley and I mean, my husband and I said, what should we do? Let's just pay the $40 sign-up fee. And then once I make a little bit of money, then I'll buy something so that I know how to do this. And my husband said, what the heck? We're already in the hole. Who cares? Just do it and learn a little bit about, because we were huge fans of the fitness programs. I had never had a Shakeology.
And she didn't want to buy it. She said,
I didn't. I thought we were already healthy. What do we need now?
At Sam's Club?
Yeah. I got Sam's Club protein shakes, $30. I'm good to go. I
was like, oh no, if you're going to build a business, you have to be on Shakeology. I remember that whole conversation.
I remember where we were standing. So we decided to take it was what, $150? And I know that was that was an investment for us at the time, because we were in a pickle, but best investment I ever made. And, little did I know the value of the product beyond the fitness end of it, the nutrition side of it. But this year has been completely personally rewarding for me. And Ashley, you said it at the beginning of the call. Had you kept this to yourself, you would not have changed my life. And I know I truly believe this was where I was supposed to be. I didn't know it. I had no idea.
You never know in the beginning. Do you ever know anything is going to be what it is a year later or 2 years later? You never know. I never knew. I was like the fat, overweight mom. Like, who am I to give nutrition and fitness advice to anybody? Like, I still can't get it together myself. Like, you know what I mean? You never know what it is in the beginning. So that's why I'm like, you guys are in the beginning. Like, I know you can't see it and I know you don't understand it, but there's a whole huge, like, this is like the little like crack in it. And it's like huge iceberg in the end. I'm glad you brought up that it's your 1 year, because so Cancun is next year. So we went on the cruise last year, and the year before that we went to Disney. So 2015 is Cancun. So it is technically sold out, but that really doesn't mean sold out. So right now we have a wait list. Now, Trish signed up exactly 1 year ago and got on the wait list. She made her Success Club all year long. They contacted her December 31st. She called me. Okay, they contacted me. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Can I afford it? I'm like, Trish, you got the whole thing paid for. I think she had to pay like $40 or something stupid. I'm like, are you kidding? Yes. I promise you, in March when we go, you're going to thank me. Okay, I'm not sure. Can we buy flights? I got to miss my kids. The whole thing. And now, totally paid off. So if you are brand new, get on the wait list. Start hitting your Success Club. Start, getting all your, you have to get 12 coaches in the year, I think. 12? I think it's 12. 12 coaches in the year.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think
I was so nervous about even putting my name on the wait list, because first of all, at the beginning, I hit Success Club every month. But I didn't understand that trip is truly to honor what you did during the year. That Success Club trip is to say, yay, good job. Come away with us and see. And I guess I doubted myself that I couldn't do it all year. So when all like my team says, what is this? I don't get it. It's really that success trip is to say, good job, go away and celebrate. And that's really what it was. So if you sign up, or you at least register, list might be pages. It was for me too. Hundreds of people down. But guess what? Not everybody not everybody will go. Not everybody can go.
Yes.
Whatever is going on in their life, we decided to do it.
Yeah, stuff happens during the year. People, they get pregnant and lose their jobs and whatever. So people who in January signed up, once it becomes the quarter, they can't go anymore. So every single person that was on the wait list last year got offered a spot to go on the cruise. And this year in Cancun, there's even more spots than there were on the cruise. So the cruise is a boat, so it's limited. We have a whole resort in Cancun, Mexico. So definitely get on the wait list. Make it a goal to hit Success Club. Kind of have it be like that little dangle carrot at the end that you're earning this trip, and but Trisha, like they really honor you. Beachbody is honestly, they really make you feel special, and they really go all out at their parties. And like Autumn was there, and Shanti and Tony, and you guys go to parties and just take pictures with them. And Jose was like playing blackjack with him on the casino. Like they're totally just like us. So you get to have people around you that you've worked out with for the whole entire year and that you've looked up to and have been such a big inspiration in your life. And then to meet your team, like I know a lot of us don't live next to each other, don't know each other personally. So like Trish said, like when you get to meet these people and you get to like hug them, you're like, oh my God, you're real. Like, are you kidding? Like it's a big deal. So get on the wait list, make it a goal to hit Success Club, get there next year. It is life-changing. Yeah. Hold on let me just check on also. Give me 1 second.
Kids, where'd she go?
Sorry. Okay. Anybody else? You guys have any questions? How do you sign up for the wait list? Okay, so you go to Cancun2015.com. Go get on the wait list. Don't even think about it. Sign up your name. What happens is the list goes in order from Success Club points. So you definitely want to be working on your Success Club all year long. And when a spot opens up, Beachbody will contact you, and you'll have to pay the $200 deposit. So they'll give you, I think, 48, maybe 72 hours to make.
Yeah, but I didn't sign up. When I signed up for the wait list, I didn't have to pay anything.
No. When they contact you when the spot opens up.
Yeah,
you don't have to do anything to get on the wait list. Just put your name on it.
And that $200 was tips.
Yeah, right. So that included all of our gratuity on the cruise. So we didn't have to tip anybody. We didn't have to tip our room. The people that you serve breakfast and lunch or whatever. We didn't have to tip anybody. If you wanted to, you did, but you didn't have to. That included that. So it's going to be the same thing for Cancun. There's a $200 deposit, and that'll cover all like the tips and taxes and all of that stuff, the resort fees or whatever.
Lori, I'll post it in our page.
Yeah.
Because once you see it, it's an all-inclusive to Cancun.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. I forget what it's called. It's called Moon Palace.
I saw it. I just wanted to make sure how you sign up for it, because I don't know if you
put your name in. Just get it in.
It's on the Beachbody's website.
You go to Cancun2015.com.
Okay, Cancun 2015. Okay, great.
Yeah. It's so.
You never know. I signed on in April. I wasn't a year in.
Yeah.
End of April 29th.
Yep. Yeah, May was like her first full month. Yeah. So definitely get that. Get to Emerald if you're not Emerald. What else do I want to go over? Yeah, the 21-day fix is coming off. Let me look what else is going on. Yeah, it sounds so
I just have a
fun.
quick question.
Yeah,
Um, it was actually something that you had said in one of the calls last week, and it kind of got me thinking about building your business on a house of cards. And I kind of feel like I'm having that issue because a lot of my people that I'm signing are discount coaches, so I don't really have anybody that is set to work the business end yet. Is there? Do you find that you attract that through posts that you get people that are looking to work the business end of it? Or I mean, is there a special, like, a good way to go about trying to find that person that's ready to do that?
right. So I didn't, again, learning from my mistakes, right? So I didn't post about the business really ever. I kind of posted about the challenge groups and kind of once I've gone through a challenge group, then talk about the business. And I went to Beachbody Leadership last year, and one of the coaches sat me down and she was like, you know what, you're a really great coach and your posts are really great, but you never talk about the business. And I was like, what are you talking about? I talk about the business all the time. She's like, no, you don't. So I scrolled through my thing, and of course I never talked about it like a business. So after that, I came home, I switched everything, not all the time, but when I want to attract somebody who wants to build a business, I talk about it like a business. So I say, you know, do you want to lose your 9 to 5? Do you need an extra $100 a month? Do you need to fill up your gas tank? Do you need to pay for your kids, you know, dance classes? Talk about it like a business and you'll attract people who want to run it like a business. So you still do need discount coaches. You still need people who want to get in and, you know, want to use the products and they're not sure and this and that. You know, if somebody comes to me and wants to sign up, I'll sign you up. Fine, you can sign up. I don't care. I will never tell somebody no. But I don't invest my time, and I learn to not pull everybody along in order to make them want it like I want it. So a good quote that I learned is like, you can carry 2 on your back, but you can't carry 3. So like, I can help you as much as you want, but until you want it for yourself, that, you know, then like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be willing to meet me halfway in order for me to invest. In the beginning, when I signed up a lot of discount coaches and I, you know, needed to hit diamond or whatever, like all these things happen. I was like, okay, like, didn't you want this? Like, da-da-da and da-da-da. And, you know, trying to pull them along and trying to make them want it. And now I learned to, okay, let me talk to you about your goals. What do you want? So if you want to walk, let's walk. If you want to run, let's run. Like, I let it be on them. And I don't focus on, okay, when are you going to be diamond? Are you going to be diamond? You said you're going to be diamond this day. You said you're going to be emerald on this day. You said you're going to sign. I don't do that. I let it be, but I always focus on finding more people. So I always focus on bringing new in and kind of keep the flow going, because it got to a point at the end of last year where I was trying to run for 5-star at the end of last year. And I had 5 coaches who wanted to run to diamond. And I thought I tried to help them, but it was me pushing them. And at the end, it didn't happen because I pushed them. Even though it was their goals and that's what they said they wanted, it was for me, it wasn't for them. So now I've learned to, you know, take a step back. If they want to be a discount coach, then let them be a discount coach. Don't try to make them be somebody who wants to work at the business if they're not.
Yeah, I keep going through. I know more than get. Feel like I'm getting somewhere, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, I've signed another coach. Well, then it's like, oh, this coach is going to be inactive. Right. I'm like, great, now I'm back where I started.
Right,
and I keep going through
and
that.
You find that too, and that's another thing too. So that's why I really stress about getting to emerald like right away. Like, you should be emerald like honestly within your first like 10 days. Like, it should really take you like 48 hours to get to emerald, like honestly. But you don't want to tell somebody that. You don't want to push that on somebody. You know what I mean? So, but once I talk about getting to emerald and all the benefits you get out of it, once a coach has become emerald, they're excited because they're making money. Beachbody is giving them leads. They're getting a Success Club lead, so they're making money every single month, and they're excited about the business. So if a coach is kind of unsure, that's fine. If they're interested in the business and you get them in right away, talk about being emerald and talk about, you know, and talk about from your point of view that, you know, you got to emerald and then you got your fiance to emerald and now I'm running 2 businesses and I get double the amount of leads, and kind of talk about it like this is kind of where you want to be, where your business really starts. You know what I mean? And then they can kind of see the bigger picture of Beachbody. You know what I mean? Because so when a coach signs up, they don't really know what Beachbody is and what emerald is and how to make money. They don't know any of that stuff. So if you kind of teach them the first little steps, like, okay, you want to get to emerald and you want to get to the Success Club. You want to get 3 people, and out of those 3 people, you want 2 people to sign up. So, you know what I mean? Then it'll kind of, so if they sell 3 challenge packs, they're going to make $150 in their first month. Like that's a big deal. That's what you've paid to get in. So you've made your initial investment back, you know?
Okay. Thank you.
Just, and two, like, I forget where I went. I went to a Beachbody event, and they told us that 80% of your business is going to come from 20% of your coaches. So 80% of your coaches that you sign up are going to do nothing more than just use the products. They're not going to run a business. They're not going to, they say they want to do it or not. They're going to fall off. They're going to go inactive. They're going to quit. So you can't build your business on it, and you can't really focus on it either. You kind of just have to let it. If you're coming, like, this is my philosophy, was like, I'm going this way. Like, you can come with me and I'll teach you or not. Like, but I'm still going whether you come on the train or not. So you kind of have that kind of mentality. Like, I'm going, I will help you and I will teach you and I will show you at whatever pace you want. But like, I'm going to go whether you come along or not. Anybody else have any questions or anything they're not sure of or they want to go over?
How do you get somebody to Emerald that's not willing to go? Like
You don't.
I've had, well, not Emerald. Like, I'm trying to get my sister to sign up and she's just not going for it. She just bought a challenge pack today and I tried to talk her into it and she's like, no.
Well, why did you ask her why?
Yeah, she wanted to do Shakeology and she's just not comfortable with signing up. She's like me, but very skeptical of things. So until you realize it works, then you push her,
Right. Well, I mean, family is the hardest, like really the hardest. So when I was first running to Diamond, I signed up my family. I signed up both my sisters and they ended up quitting and that was fine. But if they're not willing to do it, you don't force them to do it. And then speak from your point of view. Like, she can always like go back and sign up as a coach whenever she wants. So, if you get off this call and you're like, okay, I learned the bigger picture of Beachbody. I learned what it is. It's, all of this great things can happen for you. And like, I really want you to do it with me. Like, you know what I mean? Just kind of talk about it, the same reservations that you had and what you may join. And cause she's probably feeling the same way. And I always say, like, if somebody, like, there's no pressure. Like, you can sign up and never sell anything and never do anything and quit. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm never going to put, a quota on you or pressure on you or, if you're unsure. And two, like, especially your family. So, like, your family, like, okay, you're going to use the products. Like, why would you not want to save 25% a month on your products that you're going to use? That's how I signed up. My friend was like, I was going to buy Shakeology. And she's like, all right, well, if you sign up as a coach, you can save 25% a month. I'm like, all right, sign me up. Why would you not want to save?
I was really close to getting her to sign up, and she just said last minute, she's like, nah, I'm just going to buy a challenge pack. And this was actually about 10 minutes before the call. So she just bought another challenge pack.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, we'll just, let her go through a little bit of her journey first. And then, because a lot of people are very skeptical too. They don't know what to expect. So they're like, starting is the hardest part. They don't know what to do and they want to believe in it. So I wouldn't force anybody.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. But always talk about your fears. And, when somebody tells you like, oh, like Shakeology, $129 a month, like I can't afford that. And I'm like, oh my God, I thought the same thing too. But then I realized I was spending $10 a day buying a salad at the salon. Like now I drink a $4 shake. Like, why would I not do this? Like, it's saving me money. Like I take it right out of my grocery budget. It's saving me money. Like it's the healthiest thing I can have. Like, you know what I mean? Like whatever their fear is, then you say, oh, you felt the same way. Or, I always lead with that.
Great. Thank you.
Geez, my jaw hurts from talking so much. Anybody else or anything? Any questions? No? Carrie? Trish, Teresa, Tracy. Hi, Trace. How are you? You're on mute. Hit unmute. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. No. Oh, there you go. Hi. How are you? I can't hear anything you're saying.
Hello.
Oh, now I can. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you? I'm good. I'm working my other job while I listen to you.
Oh, geez. Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to say.
No, it's good. No, it's good. I'm been on vacation with my kids, so I'm catching up. But very informative. I'm actually trying to get coaches to sign too on Facebook while I'm talking to you.
Good. Awesome. Yeah, because you've done pretty well. You've had a few challenge pack sales, and getting your first two coaches is kind of like the breaking ground of growing your business. So.
Well, I have to tell you that the reason why I've gotten the challenge packs is because I told you in that email, people in my office I just dropped like 10 pounds, and people are like, your jeans are a little saggy. What are you doing? And that's kind of how the conversation started.
That's awesome. And that's it. It just comes from you and sharing your journey, and you're not like, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach and here are my products and da-da-da-da. Like, that's gross. Nobody wants that.
Well, I felt like an idiot. I was like, well, I'm 5 months postpartum, and I'm like, I'm not going to walk around going, here, I have all this extra weight. You want to buy diet stuff from me? It didn't work that way. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but that's the thing. And you just, you stay committed to your stuff, and then people notice. It's a natural progression. It's like going to a great restaurant. Everybody's like, oh my God, where did you go? And, what did you have? And, it's the same thing. It's just all off of recommendations. So awesome. I'm so proud of you.
No, it's awesome. I mean, listen, I'm a Beachbody dropout once before. So
hey, listen,
this time
everybody gets a second chance. Don't you worry. We have a few Beachbody dropouts. Don't you worry. But it's funny how you guys always keep coming back, right?
It says a lot about it.
Yeah. Well, it's good too, and then it makes me feel good too, because I mean, it sucks to lose coaches and people who say they want it and then they don't, and it happens. I'm not upset with it, but then I'm just like happy that I stayed with it, because then you guys got to come back a second time. And I went through it too. When I found that I was pregnant with Logan, I had just lost almost 50 pounds, and now I got pregnant, and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm pregnant. How am I going to do this? I quit for 2 months. I didn't do anything. And then I kind of pulled it together. Actually, it was when we were going to Disney. I needed 1 more month of Success Club. And I was like, well, I'm not missing this trip, so, but yeah, I mean, we all go through it, but I'm happy you're here. And I know you work crazy, and that bus ride I always read you have a crazy time with. So
yeah,
we want to build this so you can stay home with those babies.
I don't know if I necessarily want to see. That's the difference with me, and I'll be very honest. I don't want to give up the career that I absolutely love what I do. I work with cartoons all day.
Yeah,
so it's not
I never thought I would either. But then once you start making
you never know.
I never thought I wouldn't do hair, and I never thought I wouldn't own a hair salon. But then I was like, oh wait, I'm making more here than I am here, and I got to go to work, and I got to deal with other people, and I got to do something with my kids. Oh, no. I never thought I would either. But, see what happens. Life changes. All right, awesome. Anybody else have anything they want to go over, or questions, or anything they want to add? Carrie, your baby is always up. Does this kitty have a bedtime? Every time we're on the call, he's up. It's 10:30 at night. Put that kid to bed. Hold on, you're muted.
I thought I just saw Dawn on there. We have another hairdresser on there. She did my hair.
You
see me?
I thought I saw you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can.
Oh, there's Carrie.
Oh, I don't know. I've never done it on this phone before. Yeah,
Oh boy.
He hangs with me because I work until 7, 8 o'clock every night lately. So
yeah,
he hangs out. He should be sleeping, but he won't go to bed until I put him in there. So, and now he keeps on saying, I can't see. I can't see. He wants to watch you guys on here.
He's so cute.
He does have to go to bed. He's exhausted. He has school in the morning. He's going to be up in the morning saying, leave me alone.
So tired.
Let me sleep.
All right,
that's what we all say. Leave me alone. I want to go to sleep.
I know.
Anybody else have anything they want to go over? A question? Anything? No? Julia, you're a new Emerald too. I didn't even see you on this call. Congratulations, darling.
Thank you.
Yeah, you signed up and went Emerald is the same week or the next week?
No, God, no. I signed up back in October as a discount coach.
Okay.
And then when I started thinking about Florida, that's when I was like, really going to work this. pushed for Emerald, got for Emerald, I think in a month.
And then your coach went to Emerald.
Denise went to Emerald.
Oh, and then you went to Emerald, right?
Before me. No, she went 2 weeks before me, and then I went Emerald.
Right.
She was half done because she already had me. I was starting new.
One of your coaches has a coach too, right? I think so, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So see,
my friend Erin has my second coach already has a coach.
Right. See?
So I'm really excited for her.
Yeah. And that's like kind of really the trend you kind of want to set with your team. Like you want to get to Emerald and then you want your team to get to Emerald. Because that's what really kind of gets everything flowing and exciting. You know what I mean? You log into your back office and you see all these new customers. You're like, okay, I didn't really do anything, but okay, you can give me the commission for it. So exciting. I'm so excited for you.
So now I'm pushing I want my diamond date to be my 25th birthday. July 3rd.
Perfect. Awesome. Love it. Great. All right, good. Awesome. So excited for you.
Thanks.
All right. Anybody else have any more questions? No?